Hey, so, wow, there's nothing like some 4K video to make you realize you need a facial. Anyway, I'm gonna edit a bunch of raw, pre-production model, but raw R3 files, so join me. So I've got a bunch of raw files for you here. You may have already seen the JPEG versions of these. If you did, they were actually just edited JPEGs probably. But here are the raw files, and I figured maybe we could take a look at some of them together. These are all straight out of camera, except for one of these I edited. Where's that car one? Yeah, these two I messed around with already because I just couldn't help myself. Oh, and obviously those black and whites right up there. But the rest of them, yeah. Join me. So I think I actually want to start with this picture right here. Yeah, let's do this one. I am going to be a little bit super boring and just put on some presets because I know exactly what I want some of these to look like. So if I was like a light and airy photographer, that's where it would be. That's where it was. More my style is bright and vibrant for stuff like that. And there are a couple of different photos that I know would look good with the bright and vibrant. There we go. See the difference? Just a little click. But so things to notice off these files right away is the range in which you can drag these highlights. So look at the highlights in the sky that I can just really drag them all the way down. That's where they were. Granted, it's not blown out. The shot wasn't blown out, but that's pretty cool right there. And then one of the other things which you can see in this photo, maybe we'll do this one. No, let's do this one right here, is looking at the noise in the shadows. So these were both shot at 2000. So let's just pull up some shadow area here. All right, so you can see the noise there. Obviously, when you bring up the shadow, you can see more noise. Not that I would want to, maybe a little bit in the blacks. And then let's go ahead down to the noise reduction and see what we got. Okay, that cleans up nice. That's not bad at all. Okay, cool. Not bad. Let's go ahead and just put that on the next one. Bam, right there. Cool. All right, but the ones I really want to mess around with are some of the prettier ones, like this one right here. So this doesn't have any settings on it. I would probably go with like the fresh and clean. That will blow out some of these highlights here, but we can just pull those back down so we get them. And then again, like looking at the range we have here, pretty good. I like that. Let's get the clarity up and the texture up and a little bit of the dehaze going on. There we go. I like detail photos to be like nice and bright and vibrant, but I also want them to have all that texture, that detail. So I'm going to pull up the texture and the clarity there. That looks good. Same thing. Oh, you know what I noticed here? The vignetting. I'm not sure. This is the 54. So this was the 28 to 70 f2. So I am going to futz around with that a little bit. Let's go ahead down to, there we go. Quick fix, not bad. All right, let's just put that here. Same thing, looking good. Oh, I just realized this is not totally zoomed out for you. There you go. There's the whole picture. This, I was messing around with it. Let me reset it. So that's where it was. This is where I was looking at the highlights here. So let's go ahead and look at, I'm sorry, the shadows here. I was going to pump them up because, yeah, we do have some detail in there, some color in there. And of course you get the noise, but I think we can mess around with this. Let's do that. Let's get a little vibrance going. Let's get my joyfully simple, and then I'll pull up these shenanigans here. There we go. And maybe let's just use that local adjustment brush and lighten the shadows. Let's see what that does. Not too shabby. Yeah, let's do that. Just kidding. Sometimes you have to go to the extreme to like really see what the heck is happening here, but okay, that's not bad. A little more saturation in there. Okay, this is not the best night picture I've ever taken. Let's just say that. All right, let's go ahead to, this is one of my absolute favorites. There we go. And I have to say, there's me in the photo. I thought that was like a great show of like all the detail that you get in the highlights there, but you know, that's just my face. So I'll have to do a good job at taking that out. Let's go to another one that's a little bit easier. We don't see it as much. Good. Joyfully Simple preset. That looks awesome. And I know this one I want to go black and white. So just like that. Oh, this one I already edited. Here's the before. And then there's the after. I really just softened up things. Nothing too bad. Joyfully Simple preset. You can see what the stuff is there. And of course, you can grab the presets at presets.breatheyourpassion.com or at the link below. What else do we want to edit here? All right, yeah, here's my before and after here. I have to say, I'm happy with these files. I know everyone's kind of looking like, oh, it's 24 megapixels, but there we go. Oops, sorry for the spaz. I mean, that is zoomed in definitely more than 100%, but that's a nice file. Like even zooming in at more than 100%, looking at this, that's 300% we're zoomed in right now. If I wanted to go 100 is there. That doesn't look like it's zoomed in 300%. There's definitely something to be said about the file, you know, the sensor with the back illuminated and, you know, all that stuff giving you a better image. All right, let's go through some more of these. Fresh and clean. Yeah, and then I'll just bring down some of these highlights. This was the foggiest day ever, but we got some detail in the sky, which I was really happy about. Let's see. Maybe dark and moody? No. I'm very consistent for the most part. I like the same things. You know what's cool about this? I usually would want to take like these people out of here, but look how sweet this couple right here. It kind of like matches the couple right there, right? There's no detail in the sky to be had here. It was so foggy. Let's get a little bit. Let's get the curves going a little. There we go. I want it to be a little bit more dramatic, right around there. Let's put those blacks back. Good. All right, and this is from a styled shoot. Let's get to something more interesting. Not that you don't love the pictures in a styled shoot, but this is one of my favorite pictures of the day. The whole motion blur. This was taken, at 1/40th of a second to get the motion blur. This here, I have an edited version of this already, but edited from the JPEG, but I do love it. And I love the highlights. Like I can pull them all the way down and get the detail behind like that dress or in the curtain right there. Look how all the detail there came down. But honestly, I want the highlights up for the sake of what's behind the dress. So I would probably do this because it's easier, like push up the highlights and the whites because that erases most of what's happening back there. And then just come in here and do the save highlights, local adjustment brush right there and kind of pull that in a little bit more, maybe even with the whites. Yeah, there we go. All right, let's get to some that are a little bit more interesting. Not that I don't love, especially my couples. Oh my God, they look so good. Them, not necessarily the photo. Okay, here we go. I haven't tried this yet, and this is a good photo to do this on. Let's just get a basic edit going. Probably that Joyfully Simple, and then I want to try my local adjustment brushes so they have that nice softened skin one. And you know what? I'm just going to put it all the way over the bottom. It's going to soften the lines of the dress, but I think that's fine. And then let's just go ahead and loosely do this to her face. Cool. I don't want it too crazy, so I'm actually going to come down a little bit. But what I really want to play with is her eyes. Yes. Saturate them babies. Nothing crazy, just a little. Just a happy little. Look at her eyes. Oh my God. I do before and after so you can just tell the difference. Just a little bit of snap, crackle, and pop. Okay. Whiten eyes. You know, long day of shooting. You get bloodshot eyes. By the way, photographers, if you want a tip for this so you don't have to do that in post, there are eye drops called Lumify. I'm not totally sure if they're FDA approved anymore, but they were at one point, and just one drop and their eyes, like all the bloodshotness goes out of them. That was just punch lashes last. So that's fun. Do a little before and after. Yeah, nice. Just a little bit of smoothing. All right, what else we got? Okay, this I wanted to see. Now this I know was a day where there was blue in the sky. So, wow, that brought it back way more than I thought it would. I honestly thought I was going to be disappointing to you just then. Let me see what happens when I throw in a gradient, which is not going to look totally good here, but like no, that's going to look like crap. Let's just brush it in. Blue sky. All right, and then let's adjust this a little bit. So the blue, but the highlights, that's what's got to come down, and the whites. All right, a little too much, and then you got the chromatic aberration here, but that's interesting. How much? Oh, there you go. I didn't even know I had blue sky there. If you were to work on this, you could probably just use the original sky and not have to sky swap if that was your thing, sky swapping, which is not my thing for the record. So I don't care. This photo, just like this, is good for me. A little fresh and clean. All right. Oh, and then these were so much fun. Got to throw black and white in there once in a while. Love this. Definitely got the highlights because she had a silk dress. So like even if I brought it down, I don't think that looks good. Like I'd actually rather bring it up. And then these are the ones I already edited. So there's the before and the after. And there's my after. Come on, pop, get sharp. There it is. So there's before, there's the after. Going for something a little bit different here. Definitely not my typical style. But again, 300% right there, 100% right there. And then we can fit it in. So just interesting looking at that. It's part of what we're looking at. All right, anything else we want to mess around with? Maybe this one. Let's look at the highlights here. No, that is totally blown out. Well, and with the sun is literally right there. So that was completely backlit. Kai. Yeah, this is great. A little fresh and clean. That looks good to me. Maybe a little editing later in Photoshop. Looking good. Maybe we should black and white this one. What do you think? Yeah, why not? Kind of like the black and white. Nah, let's go bright and vibrant and fix my exposure. It's not where I wanted it to be, but that's not so bad. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, I hope this has been helpful. Oh, here's one I wanted you to see. This was shot at 16,000 ISO. Let's just get it to where I want to be color-wise. Maybe joyfully simple. Nope. Bright and vibrant. Yeah, I'm going to go with bright and vibrant because I want the color, but here's the noise that you can see at 100% and then 300% right there. So let's see how the noise reduction pops in. Definitely going to need a lot of it. Do we need up detail? Maybe a little. Probably more in the color. Okay. Not mad about that. So there was before, and there was after. I mean, that's 16,000 ISO, and this camera goes up quite a bit more. Not that I would ever shoot that much, but like, there we go. Before and after. Cool. And this is pre-production, so, you know, keep that in mind. Pre-production cameras aren't like totally finished, essentially. So, you know, you got a little bit of perks in here. And then I just have to mess with her eyes here because they're so good. She's got such great eyes. That obviously when you're going, not that much. Obviously when you're going to higher ISOs, you kind of lose a little bit of that detail and that color. Okay, that's cool. Maybe not so much saturation. There we go. Subtle. All right, so that's pretty much it. Just figured I have to edit these photos anyway, so you might want to watch and see what's going on. I hope I showed you about the highlights and the lowlights, or highlights and the shadows, a little bit of the color stuff, black and white, how it's editing, how it's looking, high ISOs, and all of that. So yeah, that's what we got. Happy R3 shooting. Let me know if that was helpful for you. I don't know if that's like your jam. Is that interesting? Just seeing the raw files and what can happen with them. I have to say, I know in my R3 video, the launch review, I was kind of like going back and forth. Like, do I want to have the R5 as my main camera? Do I want to have the R3? And I actually recorded that before I was able to look at the raw files because there was no raw file converter. So my opinions may have changed after looking at these files. They are nice. Anyway, stick around.